Today I thought it would be super fun to show you my Valentine's Day makeup look and just have a chatty get ready with me, share where I've been, what I've been doing, and what I have coming up soon. If you want to see how I made this look, keep on watching. My skin has been very dry lately, so even though I'm using a matte foundation today, I'm going in with this Say illuminator and also using a sponge. Yesterday I tried to do like a full coverage look and it was just peeling apart. It was not good. So I can't believe I'm still on this foundation, albeit I have switched it up a couple of times and tried other foundations since the new year just because I want to see which one I'm going to gravitate towards next after I finish this. But I'm like well beyond the 150 uses since tracking it, so I'm just amazed by how many uses I've gotten out of that foundation. And I've been really liking putting this Say illuminator into my foundation. I like it underneath or like over as a highlighter as well, but this just makes any foundation work really well for me. And my skin has just been so wrecked lately. Like I have this huge breakout on my chin and I've just been super dry and flaky, even with doing less of my retinol routine. I was kind of avoiding it for a while just because I was so dry, and now I think I did one on like Tuesday or Wednesday and I'm still just suffering from it. But I just love how that illuminator makes this look so skin-like and just really radiant. It's so pretty. So it's like mostly dry, so I'm just gonna try like avoid putting it directly on there, but I do want to cancel out that redness. So what are your plans for V-Day? For us, we're gonna go get froyo right after this, and then we are going to Texas de Brazil for dinner. I'm so excited. I've never been there before, but I'm very excited to just the atmosphere, the type of food. I'm ready, okay? I've been liking just doing one layer of foundation lately, and then just kind of like spot concealing with concealer, but I think I'm gonna figure everything out first and then go in with concealer. But I think I should start with the eyes because I have a few different ideas for the lips. I want to make sure it's all cohesive. If you didn't see my most recent post, I've just kind of been in a rut lately. I was incredibly sick for a few weeks, and then just with everything going on, I mean, it's been like that for like over a year now, but with how devastating it is and kind of like a shit show in the US right now, I just have had like zero motivation to do anything, like not even just filming, but I've been slowing down my knitting, just all my hobbies, my painting, reading. It's been tough. I do kind of feel like I'm back now and I'm finding inspiration again and like wanting to film, where before I had done some filming and it was like taking the life out of me to just film something, but I'm feeling like I'm back now. So I am excited for March and I mean the rest of February as well. But I do have some fun ideas for March coming around, so I'm really excited to share those things with you guys. Also happy that it is getting kind of warmer where I live. We've been hit with a lot of cold and like sub-zero temperatures. So I think yesterday when I left work it was like 50 degrees out. It didn't feel like 50 degrees, but it was very nice to walk out to, and it actually got like really warm in our apartment. But it has been nice, and we also found but we've been mall walking more often. There's another mall in our town that is kind of like dead. There's nothing there, and it also just smells really bad all the time. So we started going to this other mall, which we used to like years ago, like before COVID, and I don't think we've been back since COVID, but it's been great and it's nice and big. There's tons of stores, so that has been something that's kind of been making me feel better, I guess. I try to get my steps in throughout the day at work, but it's not always possible, you know, and I'm also just trying to get back into my workout routine. When I was sick, I wasn't really working out, and I felt like that was also making it just harder for me to feel better. But I do feel back, and a little bit more inspiration, just trying to take out my feelings in a positive way and actually do something with it, rather than just like doom scrolling and bed rotting all the time. I have also been on a sourdough journey. I've been making bread nonstop, and it's actually really fun, and then it's delicious afterwards as well. One of my friends gave me some of her starter, and we've just been like bouncing back ideas of delicious like combinations for fillings. I'll try to include some photos here, but my first successful one was the second loaf I made, and I did a cheese and onion one. I guess that was my third one. The second one was just plain, and that one was delicious. And then last night I made a cinnamon swirl one as well as an everything bagel one, and those ones they're still really good, but I think with some of the fillings, it kind of like messes with the hydration level and how well it can rise up, but I've been having a ton of fun with it. So let me know if that's something that you guys want to see, like just some of my recipes maybe, or just what I've been making lately. And then tonight I'm also making a chocolate raspberry cheesecake. So I'll probably make some short and show you guys what I made for that, because I'm very excited. I am pretty good at making cheesecakes. I'm not the best baker, like when it comes to like cookies and I don't know, like brownies, but when it comes to cheesecakes and pies, like I'm your girl. Okay, so I'm very excited for that. The one thing I am a little nervous about is I'm making a chocolate ganache to go on top, and I've actually never made a ganache, but I remember like from all the baking shows, they're like, I broke my ganache, and I just really hope that's not what happens to me. So wish me luck. And I'm taking my sweet time to blend these out. I'm using my I Need a Nude palette and just kind of making like a softer smoky look. As for the lips, I kind of want to go pink. I just want this to blend nicely. I am feeling more inspired to read again, which it's been a while. The friend who gave me the starter dose, she just started in my lab, in my research lab at work. So she's only there like 2 days out of the week. So I've been getting lunch with her, and then the other days I usually read, but it's been kind of bad where I'm just like doom scrolling my whole lunch break, and I really want to avoid that. I was pretty good at it for a while, but kind of falling back into it. So this weekend I went and got some books. I need to finish my makeup. What am I doing? We went to Barnes & Noble and I got some books. I actually got The Hunger Games. I absolutely love those movies, except not the most recent one that is about to come out or has come out, but the one before that, it was okay. But like the original set, I really liked those. But it's funny because when I was a kid, I tried to read the books once. I think I just tried to read Hunger Games, the first book. I could not get into it. So I did buy that this weekend, and I'm excited to see if I like it, because I absolutely love the movies, but I also love Jennifer Lawrence. So we'll see how that goes. And then I routinely rewatch PLL, so I want to read the books now. So I got the first book because I've heard that the story in the book is far different from the show, so I'm excited to see how different it is. I want to add a little bit of eyeshadow to my lower lash line just to smoke it out a little bit more, but I think I want to wait till the rest of my makeup is done to see. And then I'm debating if I want to do glitter. I think I'm going to wait till the end as well. But that's kind of what I've been getting up to lately. Like I said, have just been struggling to kind of have a will to do things, but I do feel back, and that's making me feel better. I'm also excited because in March we're going on vacation for about a week, so that will be nice, relaxing, but you will see some upcoming vacation related content coming your way. So I'm doing kind of a messy job with the blush right now, but I'm gonna set it with a powder blush anyway and go in with some concealer, so that's kind of why I'm just getting like a glow in that surface area. I like this blush for the glow, but it is not the best in spreading, I feel like, unless you have like a really dewy base, which I don't right now. And then I feel like for a while I was really struggling to kind of just partake in my hobbies like knitting, and I mean like the reading and everything. And even with knitting, I feel like I'm just now getting back into it. I have like 3 pairs of socks I made where they're either too large for me or the socks are not the same size. So I finally got to like frogging or unwinding one pair and just going to redo it because I feel more confident now. And then I also want to kind of take crocheting more seriously. Before, I've just been doing like making little animals. I started with some kits, and then, you know, I've only been doing kits, what am I saying? And I really want to make like a cute like lacy kind of crochet top, or maybe even like a bag or something, but that's kind of like what's up next for me. I'm also really disappointed that I was making this cardigan in this gorgeous, like super fluffy blue, but I was mixing it with another color, and I ran out of the blue, and I still need to do the sleeves, and I cannot find a dupe anywhere. I'll list it in case any of you are able to help me, but I am pretty upset because I can't find it, and I really want to finish this project. So I have one more option to try for a possible dupe, but I'm getting really concerned that I might just need to find a different project where I have enough yarn for it, which is really sad because it's so cute. And I would definitely like make this cardigan in a different color or different type of yarn I have, but I really wanted it to be in this one. It sounds like there's like a parade going on outside or something. We hear like drums. Other than that, I also feel like my project planning is going really slow right now. I have two main projects, so my year one for my 26 by the end of 2026, as well as my project 10, my rolling project plan, where I pick 10 items, and these ones I'm actually trying to completely finish. And I think that's why, because in prior years, I always made it like a set number of uses, and now I'm just like, I'm not finishing anything. I have been going through skincare and body care products like crazy, and I'm not sure why. I think they're just all kind of like falling together in them being empty, but makeup is going slowly for me, and you'll see it in a few days, but I am choosing to do a different type of shop my stash rather than I can't talk and do things. Rather than having it based on the season, it's still gonna be like that, but I always bring in too much. And then I go back because I want to create like a certain look or something like that. But this time I really want to focus on actually using things up and making sure that they get used. So to do that, I am doing a more minimal style shop my stash, where it's only going to be project pan items and then other items that I think I could finish soon. I might pull in a few things where it's just going to be like complementary with those other makeup products that I have. And I've kind of already done it. I cleared out and just have my project pan items just so I can get a feel and see what type of products or what colors are needed to complete a look. That's part of why I've been testing out some foundations, and I mean that doesn't really matter, but other products as well. And then my mini project pan and samplers, those have been going really well. So I'm excited to roll more things in. I think that was a good change for me of not just doing it every single month, but maybe every couple of months, because then I feel like I can actually make some progress in them. Like the perfumes, I finished every single one that I pulled in, and the ones I had from December still. I don't know, whenever I curl this lash, my eye like gets blurry afterwards. That's probably not a good thing. Also, this is the only mascara I can use now. It is the only one that keeps my lashes up, and there's a few where I'm actually like, is this dry or what happened? Because it doesn't do anything. And I think I'm going to keep the eye look matte. That's pretty rare for me, but I actually really like how it looks. So I'm happy with it. So here is the final look. I'm super excited and I love how it came out. And I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day.